Back with the game again. Let me just get comfortable because we have a long way to play today. We've also finished Western Approach. Okay, what missions do we have over here? So this Master Corrupting Rune, okay. Deal with the angry, okay. Finally, some completed missions that don't give other missions. Wait, did I have another mission? Oh yeah. Whoa. That's a lot of influence, my friend. Red Jenny. All that glitters. Those, I don't care about those two at the moment. Recover sold artifacts. Service offered to help Inquisition after provide a tip on the world of some old magical shipped. Change requires not going to help this amount of coin. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, all that glitters. We received a gold mine. Okay, sure.
Inquisitor.
Red Jenny attends a party.
Let us begin.
Okay, so there's the mission now. Where the fuck do I go? Do I have any big missions here? Except for this DLC. We are doing the DLC after we finish the main game. Disaster in the deep roads. Okay, let's see this disaster. The Inquisition. Okay, I don't know if I want that. Actually, you know what? Let's see here. So over here, that's the only one, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. New area unlocked. The construction team has already Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift, transporting the shippers from there. Okay, so Storm Coast. Single schematic can be used to craft items sharing the same basic appearance but with different stats and colors. Asterians, Red Templars. Okay, so I think now I can go into that cave.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Okay. Investigate. Tell me about the earthquakes.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Hard delirium mines.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
Okay, no darkspawn has
So
a
you haven't
surface.
seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
You don't like Orzammar.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
So, the deep roads. Do you think there'll be tight spaces? Long hallways with low ceilings?
Possibly. Why?
I'm just hoping my horns fit.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
Dwarves cannot dream, yet they devise the most fascinating inventions.
Not all ideas come from the field.
True, but these designs must be inspired by something.
Your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trustful Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
Shaperate. Why are you in the shadows?
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Holy fuck.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Okay. Are you alone?
Are there others around?
There's nothing to be done here but account for the dead. The rest are deeper into the roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
Okay, are the mines that important?
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
Okay. We're happy to help.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Okay. This place is not safe at all.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
I wanna go there. Whoa. Come on, baby.
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
Six, okay. 6 is not that bad. More spindleweed. Ogre Alpha, where are you?
An ogre!
Stay clear of its reach!
Strike now!
Boom. Oh, he's level 15. Yeah, this is not working too well. Oh my god, come on. Oh, nice.
Now, while it's distracted.
To break the ogre's grab, use an ability within a physical such as oh, come on, dude.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack. You have my gratitude.
Okay. Yeah, we're even.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Oh, mama. What the fuck are those? Hidden blades. Dude, can I get out? Okay, I have to get to the first camp. Then I'm out of here, boy. This is way bigger than I expected.
I will never get used to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air.
And it doesn't seem like I'm gonna make it. Wait, so this is for nothing? Damn, now I really wanna try Tempest now. Come on. Now I can't do anything because I'm stuck with this. The only thing I don't like about this build is the freaking mark. Even though it deals a lot of damage, I don't like it. I felt like it dealt more damage. Wait, am I doing it wrong? Wait a second. So, you mark your enemy and every hit on them adds part of its power to the mark's damage. Trigger your mark when you are ready and watch them fall from injuries they never had. You can manually trigger the mark early for bonus. Now, mark of the last even wrong, but can no longer be manually triggered early for bonus damage. So I have to trigger it. Oh my god. Mark of the now does less damage when it expires, but much more if you detonate it early. Okay, let's detonate it early. Please.
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Oh no.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
dark spawn. No. More dark spawn, really?
That's got him on the hit. Keep it up. The seal's clear. Prime the charges.
Now, set the charges!
Whew, I'm barely doing this. I need to go out of here, man. Okay.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
Tell me about the deep roads.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Wren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
Have you worked together long?
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
Glad to help the Legion.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the Quakes began. Actually, the only good news. Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
How can you know that?
How can an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here. These are different. She thinks she knows why.
Why?
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Wren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Ooh, Titans.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away. And there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
I don't hear a rhythm.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Wren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense. And Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
Okay.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Strange singing is never good.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths. Or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
A mystery worth investigating.
We may be onto something.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Yeah.
So it's true. The king involved is Surfacer.
Oh! What? Another table? What is this uncharted abyss? So, Grand Subterranean Passageway once connected to the Dwarven Empire greatest stakes. The Darkspawn have laid claim to this territory since the First Blight. A maze of long-forgotten caverns and tunnels winds down to the very heart of Tedas, awaiting the brave or foolish who could delve into the darkness. I don't even know. Why is this busy? Another expedition table. Dude, what the frick is going on? Okay, so here, loot. Okay, so here is the wait.
So it's true. The king involved is Surfacer.
Yes, it's true, bitch. More loot. Legion of the Dead armor. Okay, shape or Volta. Can I
The
talk to you?
Inquisition is on everyone's lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally, but the Deshers talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
How did you become a shaper?
How does one become a shaper of memories?
I was born with a keen stone sense. It caught the Shaper's attention, but my passion for history earned me the title. It was never really a choice.
How do you know
You
Titans
seem quite excited by the
exist?
idea that these titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
Let's talk about Orzammar.
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Oh my god. Do you miss it?
Do you miss living there?
I do sometimes. Particularly the easy access to a warm bath and clean clothes. But the importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
The dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
You can't change caste?
There's no way for someone to change castes.
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve. Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages, but they will pass, I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the assembly.
What are Deshers?
Members of the assembly, all noble-born. Through the assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
That's enough about Orzammar.
Of course. My...
We'll speak and...
Okay,
I've been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. Skyhold, how does it... well... hold in the sky? How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Held by the stone, then.
they seem close.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
The bickering.
Fair enough. Volta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a hard time.
You fought in the Blight.
Shaper Volta said you're a veteran of the Blight.
I was a wet-nosed recruit.
But you survived.
Swing your axe long enough, you're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Wren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the Deep Roads. As far as our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
Well, that's quite the commitment.
It isn't a glamorous life. Every Legionnaire has their own reasons for joining. From the common criminal to the Deep Lord with illusions of grandeur. All are accepted.
What about you? Why did you join?
I had a responsibility.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, easy. Easy, bro.
So it's true. The king involved us.
Dude, shut the freak up. Yeah. We're not doing that.